cameras up.
On 2 minutes?
2 minutes.
Good morning. It's nice to see you from this angle. I like it. My name is Lori. Our service leader today is Reverend Nikki. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Saco, Biddeford. We also want to welcome those joining us on YouTube and encourage you to have a candle or chalice to light at your home when we light ours in a few minutes. Whoever you are, wherever you come from, whomever you love, into your daily life for the week ahead. We strive to be a green sanctuary. It gives roots and wings to our vision of a world where all people build toward a sustainable future and make reverence, gratitude, and care for the living earth center in our lives. We also want to acknowledge that our building sits on the land of the Wabanaki Confederation, which includes Abenaki, Maliseet, Micmac, Passamaquoddy, and Penobscot nations. We invite you to take home the order of service for information and announcement as you leave today. Please silence your... I also just want to make a few announcements. Today is annual meeting, and it'll be wonderful to join you. Go into the parish hall and grab some refreshments, and then join us back in here afterwards. Next weekend is the yard sale, bake sale. Please sign up for refreshments if you haven't, to bring cookies and things, and definitely join us. We're sharing the plate with Maine Transnet, which is a support and empower transgender people from transgender people. And we still need summer service leaders, so please sign up.
Good morning. And it is beautiful. This is a bouquet if there ever was one. It's lovely, lovely. I have some words today by Tess Bomberger. There will be a brightness to this day, even if there be but cloud and rain outdoors.
The brightness of this day comes from within, from this gladly gathered company.
There will be color and fragrance this day, even if there be but gray and chill outdoors.
The color and fragrance comes from within, from the flowering of our spirits in this place.
There will be praise and laughter this day, even if there be but difficulty elsewhere in our world.
Praise and laughter come from within, for our hearts leap within us as we gather today to worship.
Today, let there be brightness.
Today, let there be color and fragrance.
Today, let there be praise and laughter.
Spirit of the flowers blooming, be with us.
Spirit of the flowers blooming, be with us. And now please join us in the reading for the lighting of our chalice.
This is our sacred promise, to gather together in peace,
to seek truth in love, to serve human need, so that all shall grow in harmony with the divine. And now please stand as you're willing and able and join us in hymn number 63. Please turn and greet your neighbor.
Okay.
please join me in our shared reading? We stand at the edge of summer. The sun has last warmed us enough that we begin to trust in its presence. The last burst of spring blossoms, lavender and white and deep pink, banks of rhododendron are giving way to summer peonies and roses. O source of turning seasons, of earth, of life, of promise gradually becoming fulfillment. May your people find a lightening of the burdens with the brightening of the sky. Where we share our deep sorrows and wonderful joys. I invite you to come forward as you feel called to light a candle. You say your name and what else? Oh, what your deep joy and sorrow is, and light a candle.
My name is Randa. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I was privileged, I guess, to be able to march in the Pride Parade yesterday, and with my former school, the Friends of Bonnie Eagle GSA, and it was truly wonderful to be there for the second year in a row with that group of people. I'm very sad and discouraged this morning, having talked with a immigrant friend who is no longer able to receive TANF benefits, does not have enough money to pay her rent, and I'm so exhausted. I can't imagine what these people experience. So be looking for support and love for all of us who are helping in this cause.
Well, I lit 3 candles, one for my husband, who's a fabulous father and feels very blessed in our children, which I do as well. One for someone who's asked for prayers and support, even though she wishes to remain unidentified. And then also for my father and father-in-law, who are aging and benefit from all the love and support that they can get from anywhere in the world. And now I'll light a final candle for those joys and concerns that go unspoken this morning.
Is that me? Was that me? Okay, you're good? Okay. All right. We've heard the joys and concerns today. Let's hold those in our hearts as we join in a moment of prayer. Spirit of life that brings us here today, help us to see ourselves as the flowers that we are. Help us to see each other as the flowers that we are. For flowers, I believe, have never been more needed in the world than they are right now. We need to be the love if we want to see the love. We need to be the heart if we want to see the heart. Blessed be, and amen. invite you into a spirit of meditation, an attitude of meditation. Sit quietly, sit as comfortably as you can. And let's take a couple of deep breaths together. Some words, and then we'll plan to take a couple of minutes of silence afterwards. Blessed be the flower that triumphs at last over snows, over the centuries, over the heavy feet of cattle and of soldiers treading down the fragile places of this earth. Blessed be the flower that triumphs at last over the tangled branches, over the withered stem, over the tearing thorns of roses and of barbed wire. Blessed be the flower that triumphs at last, even o'er the hand that gathers it, cuts it off from life, from roots, from memory, and taste of iron and tears in the soil. Blessed be the flower that triumphs at last over the closed rooms that are not its home, over efforts to domesticate its wild truth, over the vain words of priests and poets. Blessed be the flower that triumphs at last over us, over pasts and futures, over words and silences, over deaths and lives, placing them all in their proper place, restoring to all things their joyful smallness. Blessed be the flower that triumphs at last. Be and amen.
Speak, flowers, speak. Why do you say nothing? The flowers have the gift of language. In the meadow, they speak of freedom, creating patterns of wild and free as no gardener can match. Leaf and branch making a rug of softness. At end tip of branches, they cling briefly before bursting into fruit, sweet to taste. Flowers, you cannot speak of joy or sadness, and hope to our fear. You cannot say how it is with you, that your color and darkest corner. The flowers have the gift of language. At the occasion of birth, they are buds before bursting. At the ceremony of love, they unite two lovers in beauty. At the occasion of death, they remind us of how lovely life is. Oh, would that you had a voice, silent messengers of hope. Would that you could tell us how you feel, arrayed in such beauty. But the flowers have the gift of language. In the dark depths of a death camp, they speak the light of life. In the face of cruelty, they speak of courage. In the experience of ugliness, they bespeak the persistence of beauty. Speak, messengers, speak, for we would hear your message. Speak, messengers, speak, for we need to hear what you would say.
And normally, this is something that we do a little later in the service, but with the flower communion, I wanted to pull it up a little bit. This is our chance to share our monetary gifts. And just a reminder that half of our plate this month is going out to Transnet that Lori described earlier. If you're watching from home, you can click on the link on the front page, or if you would prefer to send a check, you can send it to 60 School Street in Saco, and that's 04072. Please be generous as the ushers wait upon you. Seated. Thank you, Sarah. I wanted to tell a little bit about the flower communion. We have folks that are with us for a flower communion for the first time today. So, the Unitarian Universalist flower communion service, which we're about to celebrate, originated in 1923 by Dr. Norbert Čapek. He's the founder of modern Unitarian movement in Czechoslovakia. On the last Sunday before the summer recess of the Unitarian Church in Prague, all the children and adults participated in this colorful ritual, which gives concrete expression to the humanity-affirming principles of our liberal faith. When the Nazis took control of Prague in 1940, they found Dr. Čapek's gospel of inherent worth and dignity of every human person to be, as the Nazi court records show, too dangerous to the Reich for him to be allowed to live. So Dr. Čapek was sent to Dachau, where he was killed the next year during a Nazi medical experiment. This gentle man suffered a cruel death, but his message of human hope and decency lives on through his flower communion, which is widely celebrated today. It's a noble, meaning-filled ritual that we're about to recreate. This service includes some of the original prayers of Dr. Čapek to help us remember the principles and dreams for which he died. We use flowers in our ceremony this morning to help us symbolize the love that is hidden deep inside all of us. Čapek said, "Flowers are beautiful, and so are the feelings of love among people. Their beauty cannot be measured, and neither can the feelings of people be measured. Their life is short, but new flowers will replace the flowers that die, and new love can come into our hearts. The buds are for new babies who have joined us this year. Last year, these babies didn't exist. This year, they're here among us. Before they could lift a hand, they learned to smile. Before they could speak, they learned to love. And if we help them keep this love in their hearts, they will pass it on to others many years in the future." The flowers represent the people living all over the world. Maybe we'll never see them face to face or touch their hands, but we can still warm our hands on their hearts. I love that line, we can warm our hands on their hearts, because we know that their hopes are like our hopes. Their pain is like our pain. Their love is like our love. These flowers were brought here by a different person and put together on the table. They stand for all the people here today. These flowers, so lovely today, will fade tomorrow, but the love among brothers and sisters, families and friends, go on and on. We know one another. We know what is in each other's hearts. We have brought our flowers and our love to brighten our church and gladden our hearts.
And now I will consecrate the flowers. Let's be in the spirit of prayer. Infinite Spirit of life, we ask thy blessing on these, thy messengers of fellowship and love. May these remind us, amid diversities of knowledge, of gifts, of opinions, and be one in desire and affection and devotion to your holy will. May these flowers remind us of the value of comradeship, of doing and sharing alike. May we cherish friendship and relationships as the most precious of gifts. May we not let awareness of another's talents discourage us or sully our relationship, but may we realize that whatever we can do, great or small, the efforts of all of us together are needed to do that work in this world.
And it's now time for us to share in the flower communion. We have some wonderful special music from Myra. I ask that each of you in turn approach the table quietly, reverently, with a sense of how important it is for each of us to address our world and one another with gentleness, justice, and love. I ask that you select a flower, plant, or seed different from the one you brought, one that particularly appeals to you. As you take your chosen flower, noting its particular shape and its beauty and its touch, let us share quietly in this UU ritual of oneness and love.
Within our hands, we hold the resurrection of the world. Transient and imperfect, these blossoms are still gifts of infinite value. Too often we seek permanence and perfection, resisting change, blind to our shortcomings. We become caught up in petty issues and routine activities and routine ways of thinking. But these flowers serve as a reminder as they allow themselves to open to the heavens. For despite their imperfections, they still have integrity. And though they are transient, they still contain the seeds of transcendence, like ourselves. Let us then also open ourselves to mystery and wonder, fretting not about small mishaps or even for now great misfortunes. For the resurrection of the world is in our fingertips right now, and the resurrection lies within us. Let us keep a moment of silent appreciation together. In the name of Providence, which implants in the seed the future of the tree, and in the hearts of people the longing for people living in human love. In the name of the highest in whom we move, and who makes the mother and the father and the brother and the sister what they are, who they are. In the name of sages and great religious leaders who sacrifice their lives to hasten the coming of peace and justice. Let us renew our resolution sincerely to be real brothers and sisters, regardless of any kind of bar which estranges one from another. In this holy resolution, may we be strengthened, knowing that we are God's family, that one Spirit, the Spirit of love, unites us, and may we endeavor for a more perfect and joyful life. Blessed be. As you're able, and join me in singing hymn number 164 in the Teal hymnal.
dance going on down here that not everybody could see.
Don't record that one.
And please join me in the words for the extinguishing of our chalice. As we release this flame from its faithful service today, we allow the spark in each of us to burn on, to warm our compassion, to fire our delights, to light our paths, today, tomorrow, and always. And some closing words by Alice Berry. Children of the earth and sky, we are nurtured, sustained, given warmth and light from above and below. Supported by earth's strong, firm crust, we build our homes, till the fields, plant our gardens and orchards. When we turn from self and seek to be aware, we will find holy light in human faces, in blossom, in birdsong, in sky. Then earth is truly our home, and we are one with all of earth's creatures, parents of earth's children yet to be. This concludes our service. Please remain seated to enjoy the postlude. Thank you. You've had something to eat and that all-important coffee. Be sure to come back for the annual meeting.